With the ODM colors.
I am fashionable.
ODM colors. Well,
this is red actually.
He hasn't moved away from orange.
This is actually red. This is not orange. These men are colorblind.
Last but not least, we have Dismas Mokua, who was with us on the newspaper review. And well, maybe we can start right there. Are you still in ODM? According to Moses, you haven't moved.
You know, I want to reiterate very clearly that I have gone to my party leader and I have told him that in the next general elections, I want to work with the president. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. And after having listened to the voices of the people of Ruiru constituency, I'm a political realist. Now I see after that we have been given an ultimatum. We have been given a letter which I have not received, and I'm going to respond when I receive it accordingly. But I want to say that I have every intention to represent the people of Ruiru constituency in the next parliament.
In an elected capacity.
In an elected capacity.
Now, there's some who argue and say that the reasonable and honorable thing to do for you is that if you've decamped from Orange Democratic Movement, who are the ones who nominated you, then the honorable thing to do, Honorable Mwaura, is to resign.
Mike, the honorable thing is to be honest. That's the most honorable thing. And I think I have done that to the extent that I have done so. Any other thing would look like witch hunt. Because we live in a political reality. And that's what I said, I think the last time we were here. It's futile to make laws that are unimplementable. I mean, every other time people change political partners for very obvious reasons. And so therefore, it remains to be seen. I think we will respond accordingly when called upon, and robustly for that matter. And I think we will proceed to all, we'll go to whatever organs of the party and within the mainstream, political architecture to pursue that which we think is right. And for me personally, I remain very committed to ensuring that if and at all my desire to serve the people of Ruiru through the political party, through the political structures, that they would want me to represent them, is what is costing this, then we can see where democracy is.
Does that mean then we disregard the rule of law because the law has its voice on that?
I mean, that is a matter of conjecture. I mean, it remains to be debatable before the panels that are going to be set within the institution. So
but must we wait for that to be done, Honorable Mwaura? You have been nominated by Orange Democratic Movement. You have decided, which you're allowed to do by freedom of association, to move to a different party. Isn't it then incumbent for you to just say, look, I no longer represent the views of Orange Democratic Movement, but here I am in Jubilee, and as a result, since you nominated me, thank you very much. We'll see you at the election.
I think, let me put it this clearly, that attending a political party meetings is by invitation. And political parties are a club. You become a member. And I was duly invited to the functions that have happened.
Okay.
And I want to say this.
Although you've just said.
Let me put it very clearly. And I have made it categorically, without fear or favor, that I would want to work with the president in the 2017 general election. And if then that is construed, because you see, you say you are guilty as charged, right? Let the due process follow. Then we'll see the true colors of individuals.
All right.
But for me, I operate on honesty and transparency.
I'll come to you, Dismas. Let me hear from Senator.
In his opening remarks, Honorable Mwaura, I'm not sure whether I should call him honorable anymore. But,
and that's the question.
But the verdict is out there. Says he would like to work with the president. Who tells Mwaura that Raila cannot be president in 2017? It is possible because you're going into an election. So if the desire is to be close to power, if his only aspiration and drive is to be close to a president, that means that Mwaura does not care about the people he represents. This is the Tumbo-cracy that is creeping into our politics. That when young leaders that have been an inspiration and a role model to many, many other young leaders go to the ideology of Tumbo-cracy, that to them, they must acquire power by whatever means. It does not matter what the Constitution says. It does not matter what the legislation in this country says. The other day, I'm watching one of the defectors saying that they have a constitutional